Handing off, do you have a third quarterback that you could get in the game just to kneel down or hand off? And who is it?
Trusty old Kyle McCartney. Kyle was a quarterback, last year at some points where he's on the depth chart as being a quarterback, but he's, primarily a special teams guy. And now with the other, other three that are redshirting, Kyle being in his last year, that we had to, take emergency snaps at the end of the game, take a knee type of thing, and we were calling his number.
Mike, you and it seems like almost every other coach kind of went into last week with kind of a game plan on kickoffs, but also kind of a wait and see kind of thing. It seemed like, against Richmond, you guys were able to do what you wanted, not only kicking off, but receiving. Khalid had some really nice returns. But was there anything you saw last week in your game, either from your standpoint or their standpoint, or in other games you watched, that will cause you to look again at what your strategy will be with kickoffs and whether you want to give up the 25 or try to pin them, or?
I think, Hank, it's, again, as we're, you see games and you just play the game, that, kicking it into the end zone and getting the touchback and ball at the 25-yard line is not a bad thing, particularly if the team that you're kicking to has a dynamic kick returner. I would like to think that, it's just one game, that people would respect Khalid's ability to bring the ball out. And then perhaps, if they have a strong leg kicker, they kick it out of the end zone. Or what I think you may start to see, if your kicker can kind of, you've got to take a look at the fullbacks, the guys that, that are in front of the returners, and see who they are. Sometimes teams have linebackers or other position players there that don't quite, touch the ball or handle the ball. If I was listening to the radio and there was a coach talking about the sky kick, like kicking it deep up in the air, and maybe the guy catches the ball on the 20-yard line, that fullback, that linebacker, whoever that guy is, and if your cover team is quick enough or fast enough to get down there, then maybe you could force a fair catch at the 20-yard line, or limit the return beyond the 25. So I'm quite sure that as the season goes on, you'll see different kicks, power squibs, on the ground where the ball's live, and those loop kicks. So we're going to continue to practice kind of all of them, but I think the guy that's returning the kicks will be the one that we'll probably look at and say, what do we want to do with this guy? I know that number 6 for them, Hodges, their starting linebacker, was back there returning kicks. That's interesting, that he's, of course, he's all-conference linebacker. I think he returned, he was a quarterback in high school, great athlete. I watched some film against Northwestern last year. He made an interception and took it back to the house. So, I can see, trying to put your better players in position to do that. We do that with Perry last year when he caught punts, and he's also one of the listed backups as a kick returner. So the strategy will be ongoing, I think, and kind of unfolding as we see who you're playing.